Hello and welcome back to my channel. Y'all, I've been talking a lot and for a long time about the Goodwill outlet. And I'm sure everyone has their version. After Helene, and even before that a little bit, a lot of our thrift stores, our local thrift stores closed down. There's still a few sort of smaller local ones, and I do, run through those, but I'm fortunate enough to have not only the big Goodwill, but the Goodwill outlet right next to it. And I'm not sure if y'all are familiar with it, but they sell all the stuff they can't sell at Goodwill kind of by the pound. So it's actually the least expensive situation for me. But I thought it'd be fun just to share with you some of the items I found. This is the last two times because I think there's a lot of folks who think that getting into this craft is really expensive. And I'll be honest with you, when I first started, I went to odd shops, thrift shops, whatever, secondhand shops. And I found some stuff, but I was so impatient. I wanted everything now. And when you want everything now, obviously that drives you to Amazon or Temu or whatever it is. But now that I guess I feel like I have my base collection together, and this, in fact, the beginning of this year, back in January, I said, you know what? No more. I'm tired of buying. And I thought because sort of what my pledge was to sort of be more intentional and have a little more care for, I don't know, not being in that sort of, what do they call it, fast fashion and sort of like a throwaway society. I'm not trying to preach. It was just my choice to try and be better. I know I'll never be perfect, but I can be better. So I wanted to share with you because since I've started this process, honestly, I've been kind of amazed at what I find. That I find secondhand. Like a little part of me was like, there's some things that I will always buy new, and then there's some items from like Tim Holtz and things that I feel like I can't live without. But I'm constantly surprised and super excited at what I find. So the first thing I wanted to share this package with you. I spent $4 and change on these items, all of this. Okay, so I'm gonna start I'm gonna start with the scrapbook paper. So I found this sort of shoved together, and I actually already kind of started cutting some of it up because there were some pages in this that had all sort of stuff like this, 10 cents, tags, guest checks, tickets. I mean, there is so much that I was able to cut out of these pages. And this scrapbook kit had already been cut into when I found it. Somebody had my taste. So just all of this like embellishment sort of ephemera sort of stuff. I mean, oh my God, it just keeps going and going and going and going. I mean, like that alone, I love. So I got a whole bunch of pages like this, right? And I was able to cut them down. I don't even think they do that very often in newer scrapbooks. There was some pages like this. In fact, there was 3 of them. Let me show you because I started cutting those down too. A whole bunch like, oh, sorry, I don't know why I got it upside down. Like this, as you can see, tons of them in here. Then there was a whole bunch like this. And then there was a whole page like this. So I cut a whole bunch of those. Okay, so I got all these sort of, and so I cut all those out of stuff like this. Okay, let me just show you some. And this scrapbook is it's two different ones. So it's this Recollections, mixed media. And then I figured out there's this other one, which is flea market, crate paper. This is Maggie Holmes, who sells on, I think, scrapbook.com, and her stuff's a little pricey. So I've just got all of these pieces that the original buyer had started in. But there was also some of this really gorgeous wallpaper in here. There was a scrapbooker who decided not to scrapbook anymore. So you can see that she'd started. There was also this piece. This is wallpaper that was just shoved in here. So it doesn't even, it's not scrapbook paper. Look at that. Oh my gosh, I would buy that. I'd buy that. Anyway, I'm just going to sort of, and then, so once I got through sort of her scrappies, it turned into, well, here's another scrappy. Sorry, I lied. Then I counted, and I think there were like 62 pieces that had not been cut into. And this is cardstock paper. There's a whole bunch of it. And I'll just kind of flip. So, I mean, so I got this. This whole sort of ragamuffin. I actually was like flipping through bins to collect all of it because it was kind of scattered. I also found these 3 stamps. And I gotta tell you, when I was looking at them, I wasn't even sure if they were gonna work. Let's see. Let's see if they do. So I've got some book page here. Oh, you know what? Let's do it this way. And, you know, these aren't the fancy new ones, with the clear, but I am a sucker. Let me see. Let me get a blank piece. Oh, you know what? I've got some index cards here. Let's do some of these here. This might make it easier to see. Do I have ink on it? I think I do. Okay, there's one. So I think that's a pretty decent. It's not perfect, but I will use it. Let's flip this and check this one. I mean, I've become so conscious of, and I think that's one of the awesome things about junk journaling is you do become more conscious of trying to use, okay. So again, it's got some fading. I wonder if I added more ink to that. Here, let's just try. Maybe I missed it. I feel like I've become more intentional with using stuff up and before I throw stuff away. Okay, let's see. Oh, so it was me. It was me. It wasn't the stamp. Wow. Yay. Oh, that makes me happy that it's not junk. And then let's look at this one. Because, you know, you are taking a risk, right? I didn't know if these were going to be any good. Maybe someone threw them in Goodwill because they didn't work anymore. Ah, sorry. Okay, let's try this last one. Yep, that one looks good. So I got those 3 stamps. And they all work, which is awesome. I have bought in the past, I'll be honest, every once in a while I'll get a punch or I'll find something, I'll be all excited and I get home and it's broken. And sometimes I can tell that things aren't going to work and sometimes I can't. Like I was real nervous about this stamp because it looks pretty worn down, I'll be honest. But I was like, man, for what, 25, 50 cents, I'll give it a try. And this says it was new, $10. Huh. Rose. Thank you, Rose, whoever you are. Oh, wait, no, this is a Rose. Cynthia Hart. I don't know. Anyway, so I got these 3 stamps. And then I got this piece of, I saw this, and it looks like it was like either maybe a skirt for a cradle or something. But look, yards of it, right? How many yards? How many feet? Let's see. Probably 1, we'll be generous. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 yards of that ruffle that I can tear off and use on a junk journal. And so those 3 items were $4 and change. And then I just got back from Goodwill Outlet. In fact, this is what I find with thrift shopping. The key for me is to go buy often. Because when I don't go regularly is when I still find things, but I find going regularly is, I was trying to see, oh, here's the receipt. So today I spent $3.62. Okay, let's see what I got. I got 2 of these, red clover. But I thought, you know what? I'm going to revamp these and turn these into journals. So it's got a pocket here. It's heavy cardstock. And then it came with these notepads. But how much fun would that be? They're in perfect condition to redo and to make this like a really fun journal. So I saw 2 of them. So I got them both. Journal portfolio. Okay. I found these. Now, my sister used to be an artist. Well, she used to do a lot of art when I was younger. And I remember her buying a set of Prismacolor colored pencils and them being like the boss. I guess they're the best. Anyway, and they were like $100. And my daughter she draws a lot. So I got these. They are Prismacolor. I double checked inside. And these are like $45 on Amazon. So I'm sure there's some missing. But, okay. Then I got this whole brand new pad of ledger paper. In fact, they had 2 of these. I should have gotten them both. See, this is what happens. I'm like, I don't know. Is it worth buying 2? I found this book, which I don't know if y'all can see that. See that tree relief in it? I just thought that would be a gorgeous journal. Like it's obviously not going to have a lot of paper in it. What is this? Chris Van Ellenberg, Just a Dream. And I thought, oh, I am going to turn this into a journal. Because I love that cover. It's got a little debris on it. It's got a little grit. But we'll clean that up. And that looks vintage. I don't know. Let's see. Nope, 1990. Well, I guess, is it 20 years for vintage? It's funny. Copyright original, quote by this type. Does it say when it was printed? Reprinted with permission. Okay, copyright 1970, reprinted with permission 1990. Okay, so, and then I found a package of these 10 brand new index holders. I go crazy using these for tags and just sort of making my embellishments and stuff. So I got all of this for $3.62. So I guess I just thought you guys would be interested in sort of seeing this sort of concept. So I thought I'd share it with you. If you like this type of a video, let me know. I've stopped sharing brand new stuff mostly. I mean, I kind of wanted to share these because I found them at Hobby Lobby. Look, they're baby playing cards. and there's 40 pieces. It's $4.49, but I got them for 50% off. So I don't know. But I really like the idea of sharing stuff that I salvage, because I think that's fun, and maybe it'll inspire folks to get out there and try that first. Every time we salvage this stuff, especially when it's at a thrift store, it's kind of on its last stop before it ends up, you know, in the landfill or in our oceans, unfortunately. So if we have an use for it and we can save it from its, you know, final, I don't know, from the landfill, to me, that's a win-win. Okay, y'all. I hope you enjoy your day. Thanks, guys. Bye-bye.